Hi, nobodies. So it's been kind of a dull day. Earlier, I was discussing with somebody my bucket list, and I was like thinking about, like it's almost December, and towards the end of the year, you try to look at like what's happened in the past year, and like I marked a lot of stuff off my bucket list for travel, and um, I was thinking I still got to go to the Pacific, and then I got to thinking about how there's so many places I can go right now. And then I was like, my birthday's coming up. And then I was like, really, really trying. I was like, where was a good birthday? Like I'm trying. I'm like really, really trying to think of like, when is a good birthday that I had? And I'm thinking that I just cannot think of a single birthday I've ever had that was really good. I think the closest would be the year that it probably would have been my 19th birthday. And I got a book of poetry, Emily Bronte poetry. Now, it's not what I really wanted for my birthday, but at the same time, I realized how well thought out that gift was. Um, okay, sorry. Things I lost in the fire. Um, that Bronte book. But, is what it is. So, I was thinking, I love the beach. Like, the little bit of time I've spent at the beach, I was in love with it. Like, it was just like, I did not want to be in the hotel room. I did not want to go to sleep. I just wanted to sit there and listen to the waves crash. I just wanted the water to lap on my feet. It's like, I could go to Miami for my birthday. Because I picked Miami because it's likely to be warmer there. Like if I go to the Gulf, because I also thought about Galveston or New Orleans as possible destinations. And I was like, with the Gulf, it might be cold in the Gulf. Because like when I went to Corpus Christi, it was March and that water was cold. So, but going there would be a lot cheaper. But I'm like, I could totally fucking go to Miami for my birthday. I mean, how can I have a bad birthday with my ass in the sand? In the most like calming place I've ever been in my life. A fucking beach. And for the first time in my life, there is nobody who can say you can't do it. For the first time in my life, I could go to fucking Miami or New Orleans or Arizona or San Diego or Seattle. I can go to any of those places. Now, whether I'll actually go is debatable. But it's definitely something I'm thinking about because it's like, I really cannot picture a better place to be than on the beach. I got a friend in Jacksonville. I could probably hang out in Jacksonville, Um, that's not what I was going to make the video about, though. Actually, the thing that I wanted to talk about today was while I was having this conversation about my bucket lists and stuff, I was explaining a situation that recently happened. Now, I don't get along well with females. When I was a kid, I was a tomboy, and I always wanted to outboy my brother. It was I don't know if it was a conscious decision, like I want to be better than my brother, the sibling rivalry thing, or if it was a bid for attention, like maybe if I'm a boy, my dad will pay more attention to me. I don't know, but as it was, I wanted to be better than my brother at everything. And boys had more fun. Like, I always had so much more fun getting dirty than being all prissy in a dress. As an adult, when I'm in a room of people, uh, if it's a big gathering, I'm against the wall. I'm just kind of hanging back. Most of the time, the women are not wanting to hang back at the wall. So the outcast guys are hanging out at the walls. You're sitting there, you got nothing better to do. You're going to talk to each other. Smaller gatherings, I have tried so many times to interact with the wives, and it just doesn't happen. Like, they will get up to go to the bathroom and they won't look at me and say, "You coming?" And like, I'm not just gonna invite myself. Like, they walk off and like leave me to watch the kids and shit. Like, they don't talk to me. Men will. And I think about the conversations I've had, I respect that somebody's married. I will not mess with a married man. It's a big rule I've got. I think I've said this before. If he's technically married and I know that the wife knows that he's out with me, that kind of thing, like if they're over and she's aware of things and I know that she's aware, then it's not really that. But I will not be the other woman. I will not be the third either. I've got boundaries. I got standards, and I don't judge people who, well, I do judge women that are cool with being the side bitch, side chick, whatever. I do judge them. Doesn't mean that I think of them as less of a human being. I just figure, like, have some self-respect, And why are you proud of this? Because, like, when I see someone who's proud of being a side chick, it reminds me of how I would be proud of the guys I could get by, like, grabbing them by the nuts. It's like, you're not really aiming that high. You're debasing yourself. And it's born out of low self-esteem to act that way. So to be proud that you're sharing a dude with a woman that doesn't even know you exist, or can't keep her man in line, or won't leave her man, like, you're sharing that. Have some respect for yourself, because being a side chick is not an honorable position. Being the wife is the honorable position, because obviously he cares enough about her that he's not leaving her for you. He'll drop you before he drops her. How is that anything to brag about? So I don't mess with married men. And for the most part, we talk about stuff like, so which one's your wife? Oh, which one's your kid? Just typical everyday things. Now, there are some people that you realize you can talk to them about so much more. And I'll tell you what, when you can let certain parts of yourself out into the world, it is so relieving. The problem is that people want to label appropriate, inappropriate, and all that. And I don't always get the rules for that, for what's appropriate and what's inappropriate. And if you're watching this and you've watched any of the other videos, you fully understand that I don't understand appropriate and inappropriate. I mean, I understand some things, like I have never looked at my friend Mark and said, "Dude, what you packing?" No. Don't want to ask, don't want to see it, because that's a friend. I don't, just like I wouldn't ask his girlfriend, "So, how's my buddy? Is he good? Does he do that thing you like?" Like, that is not my business, and I don't really care to know those kinds of intimate details. On the other hand, and this is what got to me with this conversation I was having. On the other hand, I have been privy to conversations that that I'm like, well, wait, I mean, I would hear my guy friends talk about their girlfriends, you know what I mean? We're talking intimate details, like, it's like dropping a hot dog into a mine shaft, I mean, I've heard that kind of talk, and the ball busting, I fucking love that shit. And, and so as I'm talking to this person about how, like, the guy friend girlfriend dynamic, when you're just friends, why can a guy not talk to a girl the same way he talked to his buddies? They're male. Why does me having a vagina make me any less of a friend, an actual friend, like somebody you don't fuck? Because let me tell you something, there's a lot of bi people and trans people and gay people. Nobody's getting upset, I mean, you don't know, your buddy Jim might be like really getting off on all that information you're giving him about your sex life, but he ain't thinking about the girl you're boning, he's thinking about you. How come I can't be given the same respect as a dude when it comes down to, if me and my friend are having a conversation, we should be able to have a conversation that anybody has. If it's acceptable for him to have that conversation with another guy, then why is it not acceptable for him to have that conversation with me? Why do people put this standard that males and females can't be friends? That they have to be doing something. If nobody's around, they gotta be boning. I mean, if you were gay, which of your friends would you fuck? You probably wouldn't fuck any of them. You would find some other dude. You'd be like, man, those dudes, okay, those dudes are like 5s and I'm a solid fucking 10. Like you would be like, no, I wouldn't fuck with my friends. You don't shit where you eat. Why does that not apply to me? Why does it have to be, oh, that's a girl hanging out with a guy, one of them wants the other and they're gonna bone eventually? Okay, in case you've never been around relationships and such, there's something that happens when people have sex. They're not friends anymore. Okay? Like, they won't really talk because sex makes things odd. I mean, and I'm sure it's the same with gay guys. Like, you fucked your buddy. He didn't know he was gay. You didn't know you were gay, but y'all got drunk and y'all decided to be gay. So, sex messes things up. So, now most females who are like me, that see men as people, not as a dick with a brain, because that's not how I see that. I see my friend Mark as I would see his girlfriend, what is her name? Melissa. They are both non-sexual entities to me. Melissa and Mark. They are just a couple. I am as sexually attracted to her as him. Now, if I go and fuck her, nobody seems to worry about me being gay and fucking her. I mean, even if everybody knew me, like if I was gay and out, as long as I don't look like I'm the male in the gay relationship, they're gonna think I'm fucking some dude. They're like, oh, that's probably her when she needs the real thing. Sorry. Women don't want a man who's not like that. At least most of the gay women I've known don't want anything to do with a real penis. Or they do. And then they call themselves bi. Typically another girl can work a toy better than a man can work it. Um, from what I understand, I should say that from what I understand, I don't know. Because I'm thinking that the toys are like, why do you need a man attached to it? Um, so anyway, you know, if you have sex with somebody, things happen. You either continue to have sex with them and it becomes a relationship of sorts. I mean, there starts to be things you don't talk about. There starts to be activities they're not invited to. Because I mean, like if you get a girlfriend, you're not gonna bring over the your friend with benefits. You know, your friend with benefits doesn't get to go to the Christmas party where the girlfriend's at. No. It's like an unspoken rule of it. If one person is happy and the other one's not, or if one of them has feelings and the other one doesn't, it ruins the friendship. The only way you can have sex with a friend and still be friends is if you can pull yourself out of who you're with. You know, if you're imagining it's somebody else, and I mean, and that, there's got to be like some kind of clear cut shit. I ain't risking a friendship, a solid fucking friendship, for sex that might be lame as fuck. I mean, think about it. Like, if you go and have sex with your friend and it sucks, like, really fucking sucks, and you're really disappointed, you'd be like, what the fuck was I thinking? That was like the worst shit ever. If it was bomb and they did not enjoy it, but you thought it was bomb, then there's the whole them wanting to do, you want to do it again because it was bomb, but they're like, nah, I'm good. Somebody's feelings are gonna get hurt. Because, I mean, the chances of having sex with your friend and both of you enjoying the fuck out of it is slim. Chances are somebody's going to be disappointed and then it's going to cause problems. Anybody who knows me knows that I think of best case scenario, worst case scenario on any decision I make. Best case scenario, if you screwed your friend, y'all end up married and y'all are soulmates, and great. Well, you pretty much know whether your friend is your soulmate when you meet them, and normally they don't get the friend moniker. Worst case scenario, you've lost a friend, and I've got like 2 friends. I ain't about to lose a friend, you know? Like, it's like, what? Now, I mean, I guess some girl who's got like 50 guy friends, you know, if they were really friends, she could probably lose one of them, but me, I got 2. You know, I'm not swimming in dudes. And, you know, it's always like, there's always the chance of disappointment. And the thing is like, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you can be like, well, hey, we're going to work on this. You know, that was bad. How do we fix that? Or you just decide, well, I'm just gonna deal with it. You know, he sucks, but I love him. You know, it ain't all about that. Maybe he'll get a clue eventually. Maybe he's nervous. Maybe this, maybe that. You know, whatever. You know, you can accept that they're your friend. That they're, you know, when they're not your friend, when they're your relationship. When it's your friend, the first thing you want to do is bust their balls about it. I mean, who are you going to go tell your friend about the lame ass sex you had? I mean, who you going to turn to? Who you going to say, dude, man, I just fucked this dude last night. Your friend's going to be like, that was me. Oh my God. You know, like, I mean, seriously, how does that conversation go? If you've got this friend that you talk about stuff like that with, who are you going to complain about the lame ass sex to? You just fucked him. So you can't do it. I'm not saying that there aren't girls that don't. I'm just saying this girl is like, who am I going to complain to? I got to have some outlet to complain about what somebody did. I'm like, man, he was doing this tongue thing. Totally. I like seriously just wanted to grab him by his face and bring him to my face and be like, well, I'm not going to give away my tricks for when somebody's not doing a good job. I have ways of just being like, come here. That's basically like, let's hurry up and get everything else over with because you're done. Because you're not working for me. So, like I said, who are you going to complain to when you've just fucked your friend? That's why you don't shit where you eat, you know. These people. But, you know, I'm tired of this whole double standard though of, well, if you're female, you obviously you can't be friends with a guy. Oh my God, guys and girls cannot be friends. There has to be somebody wanting to fuck the other one. Guys are always curious about girls. I get this. They may not want to date you. They might be like, I wonder what that's like. Women may not be so much concerned about, you know, like my guy friends, I never really think about, so what's it like to be with him? No, I've never thought that of my guy friends. But guys being guys, because that's how men are wired, I'm not surprised if they think about it. But ultimately, the women are going to decide, and, you know, because we got the power. And a lot of us, if the guy starts putting moves on us, we're like, okay, that person, they creep me out. I'm not going to hang out with them. You know, and you won't hang out with them until they cut that shit out. At least that's how I handle it, is that I'm not around. And then if I do come back around, it's like, okay, I'm going to give it 5-10 minutes. And if, you know, I'll give them 10 minutes. And then 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you know, and it's like, okay, all night long, they ain't said anything. So, okay, we might be back to normal. Because they've realized that they're fighting a losing battle on that. I don't know. But I don't like that double standard. And, you know, if I didn't find a lot of women to be just tedious, I would have more female friends. But I have not found a lot of females that I relate to. They're always like, I don't know, they get jealous of like dumb shit. And that stops them from being your friend. Oh, she's smarter than me, she can't be my friend. She's got the nose I want. Or she dresses nice, or she's got a nice body, or I love her hair, I hate her. You know, I'm like, nah, fuck it. I don't care if a chick is prettier than me, thinner, whatever. If she's cool with me, I'm gonna be cool with her. I can be intimidated by a girl and not tear her down. Now, in my head, I might be like, oh yeah, you have trouble. Looking perfect and shit. Man. I'm always hoping that they'll rub off on me. Yeah. Anyway, I better go. I've been talking too long. As always, every moment is an opportunity to turn things around. It's been an okay day. I can't complain. I hope that you have a great day. You've had a great day. I hope you have a great night. Bye.